no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. The Trojans will put toe to leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Doyle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Michigan Wolverines offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's loose on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Back to throw, it's Vitonio. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show for this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to pass on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Working the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They just keep firing. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Trojans will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the move, it's Middleton. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your...
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Dropping back, it's Matonio. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. We reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped. An edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Matonio. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to fire on second down. A strike downfield. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep. Was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Vitonio. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble. Got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They'll throw on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
To the air on second down. Got his man quickly.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The throw to the outside is complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Wants to throw on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. Give him 6. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Still running at the 40. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off play action. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever
this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. They kick it away on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll start this drive going to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Goes to the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
And Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do this and do that, you want to give him the ball in multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bitonio. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. From deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated.
Intercepted, and the defense has set them up.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Bitonio. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.